Character Analysis on Angelo Vicario. Imagine lying just to protect oneself from dishonor. No questions are asked and no one tries to stop it. The result of a brutal crime was only 3 years in prison. A murder was committed out of honor and not revenge. In Gabriel Garcia Marquez's Chronicle of a Death Foretold, we learn about Angela Vicario's character as she learns of her brother's plan to kill an innocent man named Santiago Nazar for taking her virginity. Angela Vicario is a young woman in the lower-class society who secretly had lost her virginity. She is then sent off to marry a man she doesn't love while ending up killing an innocent man. Angela Vicario's character is one that is complex. Although we do not know her reasons for accusing Santiago Nazar in the beginning, we soon learn that Santiago Nazar was not guilty of the crime he was murdered for. The girls had been reared to get married. Because of the way her mother influenced her, Angela Vicario ends up loving Bayardo San Roman, but after she lost him. With this in mind, the complexity of Angela Vicario's character, along with her actions, led up to the events that killed Santiago Nazar. Angela Vicario's lie began just as the novel started by hiding the fact that she was not a virgin. Because a man would not marry a woman who was not a virgin, Angela Vicario knew that it would be a disgrace towards the family name if anyone found out. The only thing they believe is what they see on the sheet. Even though there was a way that Angela Vicario could fake her virginity, she hesitated to do so as it was against her moral judgment. After she married Bayardo San Roman, she knew she had the option to trick him into thinking that this was her first time having intercourse, but she chose not to. And they taught her old wives tricks to feign her lost possession, so that on her first morning as a newlywed, she could display open under the sun in the courtyard of her house the linen sheet with the stain of honor. This was an important part to Angela Vicario's character, as she lied about who she gave her virginity to, yet she did not want to lie to her husband. Angela Vicario was in the shadows, so she saw only her when Bayardo San Roman grabbed her by the arm and brought her into the light. At this point, her morals are questionable as her character continues to be more complex. Her misdeeds not only ended her marriage, but caused great concern in the town as her brothers were searching for Santiago Nazar to murder him. As Bayardo San Roman found out Angela Vicario was not a virgin, he returned her to her house where her mother, Pura Vicario, beat her up. Only Pura Vicario knew what she did during the next 2 hours, and she went to her grave with that secret. Angela Vicario becomes obscure as she continues with her lie, knowing that she may die with the truth. However, we later learn from the narrator that Angela Vicario's lie was not to get Santiago killed, but rather to protect her lover, as she believed her brothers would not confront Santiago, let alone murder him. As twisted as it seems, she must have known how strong the twins were, and she knew they had the tools to kill Santiago Nazar, but she still had done nothing to stop it. Both were exhausted from the barbarous work of death, and their clothes and arms were soaked and their faces smeared with sweat and still living blood, but the priest recalled their surrender as an act of great dignity. Angela Vicario's mysterious secret not only puts a life in danger, but ruins another man's life. The readers learn that in time Angela Vicario declares that she loved Bayardo San Roman, ever since he returned her to her home the night of their wedding. Although she betrayed him, she finds herself in love with him as he does return to Colombia with the letters she wrote to him unopened. The unopened letters represent Angela Vicario's own personal escape from her past. While this is not stated, the readers can interpret her complexity by her sudden affection towards a man who once would have given her anything she wanted, yet she had denied his love. This creates an uncertainty of who Angela Vicario really is, as Gabriel Garcia Marquez continues to focus on her lying, causing disgrace within the town. In the end, not only did Angela Vicario's lie lead up to Santiago Nazar's brutal death, but it also caused turmoil in a small Colombian town. The fact that Angela Vicario continued to hide her secret of the man who she lost her virginity to 27 years later indicated that human life is non-existent. Ultimately, Gabriel Garcia Marquez's complexity of Angela Vicario's character justifies her reasoning for not stating the truth even at the very end. With this in mind, we discover how one lie can alter the lives of many.